At 11, a special events bill recently signed into law in New York State will eventually allow more cannabis events separate from the retail dispensaries. But could we one day see cannabis sales in movie theaters across New York? Gio Battaglia spoke to regulators who say not so fast. Gio.
Teresa, I'm told this bill builds on a program which allowed retailers to partner with cannabis growers and manufacturers to showcase and sell products across the state. Now it is codified into law. Those types of events will be able to be hosted by the Office of Cannabis Management across the state. This could one day give allowance to movie theaters, but it will be a while before we have that definite answer. Scott Pukos with the Little Theater in Rochester told News 8 the sale of beer and wine has gone well since it expanded in late 2024.
People really enjoy that. And anything that can help enhance that experience is something that we're interested in here at the Little.
That interest grew after the special events bill was signed by the governor in New York. The Office of Cannabis Management says it is working on developing the regulations for the law, which is quite clear about where these special events can take place for now.
One broad category of venues that these events will be permitted are farmers markets. And then the second broad category would be independently organized events that are run by the licensees themselves.
I wanted to clarify if a current independently owned business like a movie theater cannot currently add that on.
If it's not being kind of organized specifically by the licensee, a licensee permitted by the Office of Cannabis Management and who would be organizing and running the event, then it currently would not be permitted, at least based on the way this law was written.
But what about in the future?
There's not currently a kind of application window for businesses that aren't already in the application pool to apply for a cannabis license. We will be notifying the public when the next licensing rounds will be happening. But given that we haven't yet finished processing the applications from the last round of applicants, we're not quite ready yet to open up a new round of applications.
While theaters like the Little will have to wait a while before they may be able to start thinking of ways to introduce cannabis, Pukos said if and when the time comes, they'll be ready to get creative.
The whole experience has changed so much, and just the film industry has in general. So what we have to do as a movie theater, and particularly an art house movie theater, is find ways to bring people in.
And OCM says now that the law has been passed, it will develop the regulations through public comment to activate the events permit, something they are hoping to get the ball rolling on into the summer. Teresa, back to you.